I'm Dwayne Hooper here at Oxbridge Baptist Church. Things are where I expect them to be. So it's very natural workflow. I used the effects the first time I had the TF in that gymnasium with a choir and a band. And I didn't even change the settings. I mean, time was limited, but I liked what I heard right away when I pulled up the effects processors. We use personal monitors upstairs. I think they're one of the biggest advancements for churches, large and small, because you quiet the stage, quiet the room, less build into the auditorium. So you improve your audio quality in the whole room, I think, going that direction. The Monitor Mix app that Yamaha has is definitely the easiest to use. I mean, I think I could show someone in about 30 seconds and walk away, and I know they're gonna be able to handle it. And I like that it makes it so affordable. We don't have to buy devices because pretty much everyone has a phone. All we need is some sort of amplifier and ears, and we're good to go. And I like that a person mixing the room doesn't have to pay attention to monitors. Their attention's focused on how it sounds in the room. Churches for years have asked sound people to do 3 jobs: record, do monitors, and mix the room. And in a professional world, that's 3 people's jobs. So I like that with monitors, personal monitors, we're removing that workload, and now that person just has to focus on one thing. I love the recording system on it. I like that it has both multi-track, and I like that it has just the 2-track to the USB. The whole setup of the USB on this for recording is amazing. The fact that I push one button, it starts. The fact that I can push it again and it splits it into tracks is a great feature. So for a rehearsal, I can quickly divide it up, load it onto the cloud, and people can listen to them after the fact, before service, and play with them at home. I think it's a very useful tool. I do like that basic setups are programmed for different applications. So we have a scene set up for someone who's just going to have one mic and a guitar and do something basic in a little hall, as well as a full setting for the youth group. There's been this mindset with digital consoles that you can have someone who knows what they're doing program it, and then others can just turn it on, which is kind of okay. But I really want the people who are serving to work with audio to really understand what they're doing, why they're doing it, how it's changing the sound, what they should expect to hear. And I think I really want them to learn how to use the tools rather than just rely on someone setting it up for them. It works. It's easy to go through the screens. They're laid out well. So it's not a hard transition. It's just that, probably 10, 15 years I've worked on analog. I liked that everything was in front of me, but it's not a hard transition to make. I'm used to mixing large rooms and line arrays, that kind of setting environment, so I have limited experience with smaller boxes. And when you first pulled it out, the first time I saw it, what went through my mind was, oh, what a cute little speaker. And it really wasn't meant as praise in my mind. But when I heard it, I loved it. For its size, it throws out a lot of sound and a lot of bass, considering that I wasn't using it with subs. So that really impressed me. But as I worked with it, and that was in the gym that night, with a kids choir of 100 plus, I was amazed by the definition, the detail. You could hear the choir, you could hear the words, you could make out what they were saying. When I mixed with the TF with it, and I changed EQ or I changed compression, I could hear the detail, I could hear those changes, and I knew what I was doing. So they floored me. What I love about StageMix is Yamaha's done an amazing job of planning this. Not only does it have what I need, not only is it where I expect it to be as a sound person, but visually it's elegant and it looks good. And I've used other products on the market or played with them to at least expose myself to what's available. And when that element is left out, that elegance, the visual appeal of it, it affects the user's experience in a negative way. So the fact that Yamaha paid attention to the detail in designing this app makes it so much easier to use and more fun to use, which I think is also important when you're dealing with volunteer bass. You want them to like what they're doing and for it to be easy and fun. I love the quality of Yamaha. I love the clarity of the sound that they produce. There is still a warmth there, even though it's a digital world. It's a great product for the church market because it's so easy to use, and we're dealing with volunteers. So you need something that's easy. You need it simple.